Alright, so the tank I have here is a 3.5 gallon, top fin, half moon tank. It has a filter, and I will be putting a heater and a thermometer in it later. Alright, so the substrate I chose was Aqua Natural Bio Substrate, which is basically just black sand with nutrients for the plants and bacteria to help the tank cycle faster. Alright, so for the hardscape, I have this very detailed piece of Siri stone. It's very simple, but I really like it. Alright, so for our first plant, we have a decently sized Anubias congensis. I know that these plants are usually supposed to be attached to some sort of hardscape, but I have had great success with them growing in the substrate in the past. Alright, so for our second plant, we have a gold ribbon. I know that this plant is traditionally supposed to be semi-aquatic, meaning that its leaves be kept above the waterline, but I have read people keeping this plant successfully completely underwater, and I really liked the way it looked. If it doesn't work out or starts to die, I will replace it with a different fully aquatic plant. Alright, so here's the tank a few hours later, all filled up with water. I have the filter and the heater running, and the water is very cloudy right now, but it should clear up very soon. Alright, so it's a few days later and the tank is really cleared up. I've also decided to add a third plant. This is a smaller Anubias congensis, the same plant as before. It will really help complete that dense look and give the shrimp lots of places to hide. Alright, so here's the tank and it is looking amazing. The water is very clear and the plants are doing great. I also added a sponge to the filter intake to make sure none of the shrimp get sucked in. I will be going to the store to get shrimp very soon. Alright, so I just got back from the fish convention and here's the 15 yellow Neocaridina shrimp that I bought. I'm getting them acclimated and I will release them into the tank very soon. I also added some Salvinia floating plants to help the tank look more natural. Alright, so here's the tank and the shrimp are in. Some of them do not have a very bright yellow color right now, but they will get more as they grow older. Alright, so that's it for this video. I will leave you with some shots of the shrimp and the mystery snail that I added. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.